Okay. Yeah, man. How you doing, bro? Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. Another day, another Trina, man. Look at that beautiful day out there in Melbourne. Absolutely glorious. We got heaps and heaps to do today, boys. That's correct, yeah. You know me too well, buddy. God bless your little soul. Yeah, you know me too well. Then we're going to go and get belts. We've got to get belts for the quarries. We've got to get belts, man. And then we've got to mould. We've got to cast, bro. We've got to cast. You just keep those moulds pumping, man. I was up till really late doing the last castings last night. I finished off the gentleman's order. I got that mailed out this morning, so I'm so freaking happy, man. You know, we haven't sold a mask since Christmas, so it's really good to get them in the mail and get cracking again and get latex and be producing in the world, mate. You know, producing. So very, very happy, man. I mailed off my first 2 masks this morning. We've got a ton of work to do. I have got so much to do. Yeah, it's full on, man. All I need, I need more gelatin. I need more thickener, gelatin thickener. So I'm going to have to go on eBay and try and find some gelatin thickener. We're running out of gelatin thickener. I should be able to clear the moulds that I've got. So that'll give me another 8 masks or something to work on. So not too shabby, man. On what was it, 6 litres of latex? Around 6 litres of latex so far to pull the moulds out that we've done, man. We've done so far. So pretty happy about the whole thing, bro. Producing, mate. Producing. That's the most important part. Producing, mate. Producing. Going forwards, mate, not going backwards. So I've got to go and drop off this deck of smokes to the old bloke. He asked me this morning to grab him a packet of smokes. So I thought I'll do that now because I just went to the mailing place and did that. So I'll go over and grab that now while I'm outside. Because once I go home, man, I don't really want to leave anywhere. I've got too much work to do. We've got a quarry to paint today, so that'll give us 2 quarries on the counter ready to go, and a clown. Hopefully by the end of the day I'll have another quarry done. So that'll be 2 quarries and a clown sitting on the counter. Fucking brilliant, boys. Totally brilliant. Couldn't be happier, mate. The Lord Dobby King, the Lord Dobby, the most handsome of all the streamers. Lord Dobby, Lord Dobby, Lord Dobby. Look at that day, man, incredible. It's fucking blue skies, mate. Before they come out and hammer it with the chemicals, they'll come out and do the lines, you know, and cover the whole sky in lines. apparently Sydney's got all our weather, man. Sydney's got all our rainy weather at the moment. This is normally Sydney weather, this kind of weather, and we normally get the rain. But for some reason they've got all the rain this week. Just do this quickly, man. I need to get there, get back. I got too much work on the counter, bro. I got way too many molds are happening. All the molds are cracking. We need all the clowns. We need more Corys. So it's going to be a busy day. And then I need to finish that the Cory I pulled out last night. We've got a raw Cory on the counter. So I'll paint that as soon as I get home, mate. That'll be the first job. Get that fucking painted. And then I'll get the dreads done, and we'll get another Cory done. And then this afternoon I'll go and get some belts, or maybe tomorrow morning I'll get some belts and come home and finish the job. Get them listed, bro. Get them listed, mate. Get them listed. The Lord Dobby, bro, fucking out and about, mate, out and about. Look at that day, man, it's fucking glorious. Absolutely glorious. So, a quick bus ride, viewer, a quick bus ride. And then we'll head on home straight away. We've got no food at home, we've got nothing to eat, nothing to drink. There's no groceries in the cupboard. Had a can of baked beans last night. I got to do some fucking grocery shopping, bro. I really do. I got nothing in there. Nothing. Everything will work out, brother. Don't worry. Everything will work out. As long as you keep cracking forward. Keep moving forward, brother. Keep moving forward. And you've only got 2 more months to go, man. 2 more months before the court. 2 more months. It's better than 7 months. 7 months adjournment. Incredible. 7 months adjournment. And they'll look at me and tell me that it's my fault. You haven't seen your daughter. You know, it's my fault. You know, I'm such a bad guy. I'm such a bad person. You know, I've done this, I've done that, whatever it is, man. I haven't seen your daughter in 4 years. But it'll be your fault. My poor fucking kid, mate. Hasn't seen her dad in 4 years. It's totally disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I don't know how they can hold their heads up in court and go, yeah, that's a good idea. You know, that's reasonable, you know. 4 years, mate. Your daughter hasn't seen you. And you've got court orders. You know, you've got court orders, mate. And they just disobey it. They don't do shit. And it's really fucking sad, bro. Like that our family law court system is the way it is. Because even if you're fully legit, even if you do everything by the book, and you've obeyed every single thing that they've said, you still don't see your daughter. You don't see your daughter. They don't obey the court order. There's no video calls, voice calls, no school holidays, no birthdays, no Christmases. If you're a parent, you'd understand what I'm talking about. And it fucking breaks your heart. It really breaks your heart, man. You know, because it's not like you're a bad person or you're a CUNT or you've done anything wrong to anybody. It's not like that at all. Good gosh. Whenever you're ready, laugh. It's not like that, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a shame, bro. I mean, if you're a raving spoonhead and a junkie and a glass barbecue head, you know, you could possibly understand it. But even those people get to see their children. Even those people, mate, get to see their children. People that actually commit DV get to see their children, mate. Like, it's incredible. But I haven't seen my daughter. I haven't spoken to my poor little Echo, you know. The only thing we've got, mate, is Facebook memories of our child, you know. And I'm never going to let go. I'll never just give up, ever. But the family court system allows it to happen, bro. They allow it to happen, you know. When they adjourn the case for 7 months, and then before that they adjourn the case for 4 months. 4 months adjournment, man, for a family report. And they're going to throw the book at me, bro. Absolutely throw the book at me. And the disgusting part is, mate, that they can do it all based on lies. I swear to God, man, you go into the meeting and this person lied. She absolutely lied. Just straight up lied. And it's going to be based on her lies. You know, there is no DV charge. There is no DV this and DV investigations and all of that. It doesn't exist. There's no AVO, mate. They don't exist. I don't have any. So when you go into a professional's office and you tell them that, you know, he's done this and he done that and he's got this order and that order and he's being investigated because of serious matters, and it's all lies. And when you win something based on lies, it goes to show the character of the person you are. That you have to lie. You have to lie in order to win. Okay? Because there's nothing bad that you can actually say about the father. You've actually got to lie. You have to lie. Okay? And so I'm going to lose my daughter just based on this person's lies. And nobody's going to ask me a single question. No lawyer, no fucking doctor, no interviewer will ask me a single question, you know. And I went to their family report. I did the family report, and it's absolutely disgusting. I sat there for 45 minutes trying to defend myself against these ludicrous accusations that don't exist. And even when I asked for proof, you know, you're accusing me, what proof have you got? And they don't need proof. They don't need proof. They just need to accuse you. And that's it. Just accuse. And to lose my case based on that is just horrible. Like, it really is. It breaks my heart that you had to go and you have to lie. You have to lie. You lied, Qian. You went into that office and you lied, Qian. Okay, you lied your ass off. And those people actually believed you without any proof. And then when I went in there and asked them for proof, they don't need proof. So they're willing to believe you over me any day of the week. And you don't need any proof. But I've got to prove that you're wrong. How do I prove that you're wrong? You know, that's what my lawyer said. How do we prove that she's wrong? I said, so doesn't she have to prove that she's right? I mean, like, there is no DV order. There's none of that AVO order. There's none of that. Like, it doesn't exist. So how do you prove that it doesn't exist? You know, what you need to do is charge her with contempt of court. You need to charge her with contempt of never obeying any court orders. Why are you always throwing it back on me? And you never ever question her, ever. You never question her, ever. You know, no one even asks her a question, mate. The fucking person lies, just gets up in court and lies. You know, the judge says to her, oh, you just want supervised contact. And she says, yeah, that's all I want, supervised contact. This person could have done that 3 years ago. Like, I sent the paperwork off to her to sign, but the only supervised contact that I get is when I pay for it, and it's $840 a visit, and then the child doesn't get out of the car. The child doesn't get out of the car because you've told her that if she comes and visits Dad, that she can't come back, and then that Dad's going to keep you, Charlie's going to keep you. I'm not even called Dad anymore, viewer. I'm called Charlie. My poor daughter, who's 9 years old, calls me Charlie. Like, that is disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful. And we're in Australia, and I don't understand how that's acceptable here in the family law court. And my lawyer, mate, because you're a man, they don't say anything, man. They do not protect you at all. They actually stick up for the woman. Like, my lawyer is quiet, mate, does not say a word, like a mouse. But when you're in the office, they've got all of this bullshit jargon, mate. You know, they're putting you into a fairyland, you know, we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And the guy doesn't do anything. They do absolutely nothing. And I've worked it out, gentlemen, because they need to get out as much resources from you as possible. They don't care about your relationship with your children. They care about how much resources you have, how many times you can pay the court, how many times you can pay the lawyer and the filing of the paperwork. And that's why, man, you'll start out pretty wealthy. You'll have 30 or 40 grand in the bank, and then by the time these people are done with you, you have nothing in the bank. And if you have 100 grand in the bank, 150 grand in the bank, I can promise you your court case in family law court will go until you have nothing in the bank. They will just adjourn it. They'll just adjourn and adjourn and adjourn. They will make you go and do all of these courses that you've got to spend money on. And at the end of the day, those courses don't mean a goddamn thing. They don't mean anything. They're just another hoop, another box for you to tick, another $400 for you to pay out. But in reality, you're not going to see your children. You're not going to get a phone call. They don't actually say to the person, hey, why don't you obey the court order? And then they've got the gall, mate, the gall to stand there and go, oh, your daughter doesn't want to see you anymore. Your daughter doesn't want to talk to you. Your daughter doesn't want to see you. And like, I haven't seen this kid in 4 years. So she's had no contact with me at all. And apparently you're going to blame me for the kid not wanting to see me. It's got nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with you, right? You're an innocent party, mate. Okay? You're a woman. You're totally innocent of everything. So they will poison your children against you, bro. Absolutely poison your children. My child gets told many lies about her dad. And her dad, in her eyes, is called Charlie. So you take the identity of your father's children of your father, away from the child. That's not your dad, that's Charlie, which is disgusting. And this person lied, mate, absolutely blatantly lied in order to get the report that she's got. And now the report that she's got says, I should never see my daughter again. Can you believe that, viewer? That a family report writer, this woman, actually puts that down on paper after meeting you for 1 hour and just accusing you, accuse. She's supposed to be a family report writer. She's supposed to write about your daughter and ask you about your daughter and you in relationship and, what do you miss and everything like that. And the woman actually told me that she was going to recommend, what would you say if I recommend that you don't see your daughter ever again? And I said that would be very cruel on both me and my daughter. I said, why would you recommend that to anybody, to never see their children again? What power do you hold, So they hold it because they're anonymous. You see, they're anonymous. You're not allowed to talk about them. You're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do that. So they can write down anything they want about you, and they are anonymous, unaccountable. Okay, unaccountable, anonymous. They can write whatever they want, say whatever they want. And most men just walk away. They shirk away, viewer. They go on their DURGSs. They go on alcohol. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. You'll never see your children, never speak to your children. And how do you think that makes a father feel? What do you think that does to the men? And you wonder why we have such a high suicide rate, high drug rate, alcoholism, and you wonder why. Look up the Google's thing, man, and you'll see that it's after family law court. It's after family law court that these men turn. Because I'm telling you, man, you see no fucking hope in anything. And you see these people passing judgment on you, and they go home to their children. They've never missed a fucking meal with their children, mate. Okay? And here you are, they'll adjourn it for 7 months. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Barker, that's the earliest date that I've got, and it'll just have to be that way. So 7 months. 7 months, bro. And then before that, they adjourned it for 4 months for the family report. 4 fucking months, bro. So you've spent 11 months just in adjournment alone. Just in adjournment. So don't tell me they're in any rush to help you and your children have a relationship. Don't tell me that they care about you and your children and your relationship, okay? Because I can promise you they fucking don't. I can promise you they don't miss a single thing, mate. Okay, a single night's sleep or a meal or anything. They get their children every day. Okay? And I find it really hurtful, bro. I find it really, really hurtful that, people can pass judgment on you with no proof. I mean, fair enough, man. If you were a really bad person and you're beating the shit out of your wife and stuff like that, you deserve those fucking charges. Okay, you deserve to spend time without your children, rah, 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 because of danger, rah, rah, rah. But, mate, I've never fucking laid a hand on any woman, ever. I've never touched fucking anybody in violence, especially a woman. I yelled and screamed, yeah, but, that was the morning that, she wants me to get in my car and take my clothes and move out. She wants me to move out of my fucking house and land and fucking leave my family. It's easy for them, bro, because they've already got it planned out. They've already got it planned out. They're already talking to another person. They're already fucking planning their future together, okay? I mean, seriously, this person was sitting there fucking planning her future with somebody else while her fucking husband is sleeping in a garage. So no, I find it very, very difficult sometimes to deal with psychologically. I don't eat. I fucking sleep. I wake up fucking every 3 or 4 hours. I don't eat very good. I got to try and stay positive, which isn't fucking easy in this day and age to do. Lovely, 3 minutes. And I've got to keep myself mentally done, and have patience, not be angry at anybody, not be upset at anybody. Just realise that I am not the only one. This is how the game is played with every fucking man. It's not just me. It's not because Charles Barker is a CUNT. That's not how it plays, bro. Like, every single man goes through this. They cannot win with the truth. They have to win with lies and just fake accusations that don't, once you ask the person for proof, they can't provide any. They can't give you a single piece of paper that says, here's an AVO, here's a DV, here's an investigation, but they'll tell you that's what you've got. Oh, you've got this and you've got that. They'll create their own fucking reality. And it's the reality that suits them because they don't want you to see your children. That's all it's about, viewer. It's just that they don't want you to see your kid. And it's fucking disgusting and horrible, mate, that your child grows up without you. And you're a willing father, you pay your child support, you've never done anything to interfere in their life at all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a CUNT, mate. I'm a good dad. So for them to, the last fucking one, mate, had to tell my children I was on the H, mate. I was on the H, you fucking lying bitch. And that I was in jail. Your dad's in jail. That's why he can't see you. Are you fucking kidding me? You would rather lie to your fucking daughters telling you the absolute bullshit fucking story rather than them even speak to their father. You know what I mean? Like, they have to lie. They have to lie. You went into that office, Qian, and you fucking lied. You lied through your teeth. You told that lady I had a DV charge and a DV investigation and a DV allegations, and I've got an AVO and I've got all of this stuff that's fucking going on in my life. And it's all lies. All of it is lies. You fucking lied. You absolutely lied. So as you're sitting there reading the family report, Qian, I want you to realise that you lied to get that report. You lied. You absolutely fucking lied in order to get that. So don't sit there all proud of yourself. Don't sit there going, I'm justified and he's such a bad person and a horrible father. No, love, you had to lie. That's the fucking difference. You had to absolutely tell a fucking lies in order to get what you want. You couldn't tell the truth. There's no way you could tell the truth. There's none. And it's real shameful, it really is. I get really frustrated with it. It has been nearly 4 years, viewer. 4 years of paperwork and 4 years of court filings and 4 years of court orders, and for what? For what? You don't get my daughter doesn't get to see her dad. My daughter doesn't get any relationship with her dad. My daughter doesn't see me for Christmas, birthdays, holidays. She doesn't get, I can't call her on Father's Day. I can't call her on her birthday. I mean, Qian creates the rules as she goes along. You need a lawyer to call me. Only a lawyer can talk to me. How dare you call me, rah, rah. I said, that's not in your court order. What do you fucking create your own court order now, do you? I said, that's not in the court order, love. And plus, you just called me. You just called me to lay down all of your new fucking shit you want me to do, right? Did you need a lawyer? Did you need a lawyer to call me? Or is it only when I call you because you're so fucking special? You're so special that I return your phone call, that you don't talk to me. Only a lawyer can talk to me. But I'll call you anytime I want. I'll call you and lay down the law that I want anytime I want. But you're not allowed to call me. How dare you call me? I'm the fucking queen here. I'm the queen, right? Mate, these people, the women just walk into court. They don't need a lawyer. This is family law court, right? You need a fucking lawyer because you're a man. If you walk in without a lawyer, fucking forget it. You'll get done for contempt of court straight away. But they're allowed to go without a fucking lawyer, mate. And everybody else protects them. I fucking swear to you, God, that the court will rally around that female and protect her, okay? And she doesn't need a lawyer. They will tell her exactly what she needs to do. And, they'll just say, oh, you just want protective, what was it, protective visit on your with your kid. She'll go, yeah, that's all I want. But she has ignored the court orders for 3 fucking years. I mean, you send these women the paperwork, they just send you the paperwork back because they can lie and fucking do anything they want in family law court, and there is no repercussions. There is no accountability. They can just fucking lie, okay? And you'll never see your children, bro. Thank you, driver. No, I don't. No. We're legit, bro. We stay legit. We stay on our path, mate. We don't do anything that would upset your children's lives. Anything. Nothing. I can bitch and moan to you all I want. I can have a cry and a complain and everything all I want. But that's about it. That's it, bro. That's it. No. When my daughters get older and they contact Dad, they always contact Dad. And whether you can try and, talk to them or not is another matter. But I just really regret it. I just really regret wasting my fucking 8 years of my life on this, on this person. I could have done a lot better, man. I could have actually, had a proper marriage and a freaking wife and a family. Just not this non-stop negativity every single day. And if you were part of my stream back then, you seen how we were living, man. You seen what we were dealing with. And that was how it was every day. So no, let someone else deal with that, okay? I'm not interested in that at all. So no, man, no, all good. I promise you, boys. I just air my shit to my stream, and that's it. Okay, I go home and I try and concentrate on my work, do my masks, try and stay alive, try and get a little bit of paper together, and that's it. Yeah, I don't go past that, okay? I just need men to realise, I need men to know that once they go in that building, family law court, you have no chance at all. None. As a man, you're a dead man walking. You are a walking wallet. That's all you are, just a wallet. And they'll adjourn the case and adjourn it. And I don't think you understand how expensive it is. It is so expensive to go to family law court. It is $1,500 just to hire the court, okay, just for the court. Then you've got to pay for the filing of the paperwork. Any paperwork you do, you've got to pay for that. And you've got to pay for your lawyer. And if they keep adjourning it, you have to keep paying. There's no you have to repay every time. Every time that they reschedule it, whatever you want to call it, yeah, you've got to repay it, okay, every time. And if you can't pay it, well, you can't go to court. You see, that's how they fuck you up, because they're only interested in the paper. They don't care that you haven't seen your daughter or your daughter hasn't seen you. They don't care that you haven't seen your daughter. I can tell you that for a fact. They do not care about that. You've got some kind of swing when you say your daughter hasn't seen you. The only thing that's important in the family law court is your kid's opinion, whether they see you or not. That's it, not whether you see them. It doesn't matter to the court. It doesn't matter. All right? So the only thing you can say is your daughter hasn't had any time with her dad. Your daughter is missing out on being with her dad and spending time with her dad. And they don't give a fuck, mate. Okay, I've got an entire family, don't forget that. I've got aunties, uncles, I've got nieces and nephews that have never met Echo, never spent any time with my daughter at all because of this person. She has uncles and aunties, mate. She has grandfather and grandmother that she's never met. She's never met, mate. Okay, how unfair is that? How bad is that? She's got sisters. She's got older sisters that she's never been able to spend time with, mate, because of this person. But no one gives a fuck. No one fucking cares because you're a man. They don't care. Okay? They just walk in and they just accuse you of shit. That's all they do. They just walk in, they accuse you of whatever. They don't need any proof of anything. There's no court records or police charges or anything like that. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You're still guilty. You're still guilty of it, bro. And, I think the most hurtful thing they can do is take the identity of the father away from the child. I really do. I think that is just fucking wicked. That is just wicked that you could take the identity of instead of being called dad, all right, I'm not called dad. I'm called Charlie. Charlie. That's not even my fucking name. My child doesn't even know my real name, bro. That is disgraceful. And the court doesn't have any problem with it. Does not have a problem with it. The only problem they have is, she said you've got a DV order. I said, I don't have any order. Oh, yes, you do, Mr. Barker. You've got serious accusations. Well, show me the proof. Show me the proof I've got accusations. And they hate that. They hate that because you're actually asking for proof. You're actually asking for real shit. And they don't deal in reality. They don't deal in reality. They deal in fantasy world. They just deal in plucking bullshit out of the sky. And they don't need proof. You don't need proof. What do you mean proof? Of course you are. You're a man. Of course you're on this and you're on the DV and you're on the AVO. And come on, man. There's nothing worse than being accused of something that's just not true. And they're basing their entire thing on that. They don't ask you a single question, man. And when they do and you try and deny it, you say that's just not right, it's wrong. They tell you you're lying. I got told I'm a liar. I'm a liar. Okay? I got threatened, mate. I got threatened because this person's telling me I've got all these orders, right? And I'm going, no, I don't. That's just rubbish. Absolute bullshit. She said, I said, have you got a picture of my daughter? I said, I haven't seen a picture of my daughter in a long time. And she said, if you've got any pictures on your phone, I'm going to have you arrested. I'm going to call the police and have you arrested. I said, well, get on the phone then. Get on the phone, get the blue coats down here, get me arrested, okay? Because I just flicked through the pictures on my phone. Because I don't know what fucking world you live in, I really don't. Because even if I had an order, I'm allowed to have a picture of my daughter on my phone. Okay, that doesn't stop me, it just stops me. I'm not allowed to show anybody. That's all. You're not allowed to share the message. You're not allowed to share the picture. You're not allowed to put it on the internet. But I'm allowed to have a picture of my daughter on my phone. There's no way you can get arrested for that shit. So this is what I got threatened with. So I told her to call the police then. Call the police, love, have me charged. Because I can't wait for this to go down. Because they're going to come here. I've got no charges at all. And you've just accused me of it. Not only that, you've called the police based on that. So this is going to be fun because I'm going to fucking sue you. I am going to sue you. Okay, you better be right. You better be correct because I'm going to sue you for defamation. All right. So the report wasn't too kind on me, put it that way. They've made me out like I'm the big bad person, big this and and the person actually has the gall to write down, you should never see your daughter again. That is absolute crime. Who do these people think they are? You go into their office, mate, and they tell you a whole bunch of stuff that you just shake your head and go, no, that's not right. that didn't happen. What are you talking about? You know, have you got any proof of this? Have you got any proof at all, or are you're just accusing me of stuff and you've got no proof of anything? Because there is no proof, there is no orders, there's no DV, there's none of that, there's no investigation, there's no charges. I don't know what the fuck you've been told, but fucking, I started laughing, mate, and I had my dragon ring on, and the person's offended at the way I dress. She's offended at the way I dress. I'm not dressed properly, and I've got a ring on that she finds offensive. She found my ring offensive, the dragon ring that I've got. Which Qian made for me, which Qian did as a gift for me, okay? Because I'm such a bad husband. I'm a terrible husband, okay? You go to China and you have a ring made for him because he's so bad. He's such a horrible husband. You know, at no time, mate, this person every 6 months went to China on holidays when she was married. Every 6 months. So 1 month married is 1 week's holiday to these people. So every 6 months she's gone for 6 weeks with no contact. Can't talk to her. You know, you don't get to shag her. You don't actually get to do anything with her as a wife, okay? But you can pay the bills. You can pay all the mortgage and everything like that, and you can spend your entire time in the spare room, and the person doesn't talk to you, doesn't touch you, has nothing to do with you at all. You know, you're just husband by name. You're husband in a name. That's it, mate. It's like paying for your housemate's life. That's what it is, mate. It's like paying for your housemate's wife and then and then occasionally every 3 months you get to shag her, and the judge will look at you and go, "How dare you? You know, how dare you expect to sleep with her? How dare you? You know, that's just your wife. You know, how dare you expect to sleep with your wife?" I said, "She expects me to pay all the bills. She expects me to pay them all. She expects a lot out of me, but I can expect to sleep in the spare room, can I? That's normal Australian marriage now, is it?" So they didn't like my attitude at all, bro, because I'm not backing down. I've got nothing else to lose. They've taken everything from me, my house, my land, my family. They've taken everything from me and my fucking 8 years of my life, and they expect you just to back down, you know? Don't say anything. No, mate, stick up for yourself. Because you're sticking up for your daughter also. You're sticking up for the daughter. You're not just sticking up for yourself. You know, my daughter calls me Charlie, mate. You know how offended I am? You know how offended I am? So no, I'll never give up. I'll never give up, man. I'll see you in October, and if you don't obey the court orders, I'll see you and I'll redo it again and get you back into court. We'll be in court for the next 10 years. And you won't let me see my child. It's not because I'm a cunt. It's not because I'm a bad guy. It's because you disobey the court orders. You disobey them. You do not obey anything that's on the court order. And you don't have to do any of the apps. You don't have to do any of the courses. No parenting courses for you. You don't have to download anything. You don't have to answer any emails. You know, because you're special. You're a woman and you're special. So you can just ignore the entire court order. Just disobey it. Just ignore it, okay? Don't worry about it. When you go to court, the court will protect you. The court will do everything for you. It will bend over backwards for you. It will accuse the other person of stuff that they have no proof in that at all. No proof at all. No. It doesn't happen. It didn't happen. So how can you have proof of something that didn't happen? But you can sit there telling me that it happened. You can sit there telling me that I did this and I did that. And that's all they've got. They just pluck bullshit out of the air. And that's all they need to take your children from you. They don't need proof. They just need bullshit accusations and lies, and they can take your children from you. And it is it's just a matter of just them ignoring the court order. They can just stand in front of the judge and they can agree with everything. And as soon as they get out of the court, I swear to God, the person your ex-wife will stand in fucking court and agree with everything the judge is saying to her. Everything, okay? Whatever the judge wants, she just agrees to. When it comes down to it outside of the court, she just ignores it. She just ignores it. She doesn't fill out any paperwork. She doesn't do shit. She has no intentions of fucking obeying anything, brother. And there is no accountability. In fact, I will be the one that gets into trouble. I will be, because I'm the one that's complaining about it. How dare I complain about it, right?
But I'll be the one that gets into trouble because I'm complaining about it. I'm not silent about it. How dare I have an opinion about it? You know, they'll tell me that it's my fault, that, you know, it's okay that you spend 7 months on adjournment and then you spend another 4 months on adjournment before that to do the family report. As soon as you walk into court, mate, that cost me $1,500, mate, for the court, the lawyer, the paperwork. I was in there for less than 10 minutes. In less than 10 minutes, they had me adjourned already. So they'll have you in and out of that court so fucking quick, mate, your head will spin, and it'll cost you a fortune each time. And it's gotten to the point now where legal aid is like, well, we don't know what to do, you know, because they're not obeying the court order, and we don't see that, you know, if we keep paying that she's going to actually agree to it. I said, well, until you put your foot down and you start charging her with contempt of court and you start reminding the court that she hasn't obeyed a single thing, nothing will change. There has to be some kind of accountability where she doesn't just get to walk away. She doesn't just get to do what she wants to do. She has to obey the court order just like I have to obey it. If I didn't do all the things in order to get into court, I had to go through a lot of things, gentlemen. I had to go and do a lot of courses, a lot of fucking psychological reports, a lot of, like, I had to go through a lot, okay, in order to be able to walk into that courtroom. You know, just to qualify to walk into that court, mate, I had to fill out, I had to do all of that stuff, all of those courses, all of that stuff that I went through. You know, the men's behaviour course, mate, fucking 40 hours, 2 hours a week, 3.5 months, bro, 3.5 months of leaving my job early and going to this fucking course, mate. And sitting there and listening how men are bad and men are this and men are that and men are the worst thing in the world and only a woman's opinion matters. You know, make sure you check with her first before you open your mouth. You know, you have to get her approval if you want to say something. You know, if you say something that she doesn't like, then don't say it. You know, you might offend her and hurt her feelings. So keep your opinion to yourself all the time. You know, the men's behaviour course will make you realise that you're below the fucking budgerigard, mate. Okay, you got the wife, you got the kids, you got the dog, the cat, the fucking budgerigard, and the goldfish. And you're just above the goldfish, bro. Okay? That's how much your opinion matters to them. Okay, it doesn't at all. Keep your mouth closed at all times. And only, like, seriously, that'll reprogram you. It'll totally reprogram you. You won't understand what the fuck is going on in your life, mate, until you've done the men's behaviour course. Like, you will be absolutely stunned that they can have this opinion about men and how low men are on the totem pole, bro, how low we are. And that is how you are in the family law court. They look at you the same way.
You got one. You ordered it. You ordered it.
You play Melbourne this week. Yeah. Usually when a coach gets sat next to the next game they're playing, they win.
Chunky steak, please, miss. Chocolate milk.
Thank you. Yeah,
and 2 bread roll. No, the what? Yeah, thank you. Sorry, young fella, I just get a chocolate milk. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll play for him.
Big money, okay? Thank you, miss.
Yep, that's it. Thank you.
And if one missing, I can make another one. No.
Change to the roll. No. Fine, thanks, mate. Sorry, you go.
You sure? Okay,
Yeah.
no worries. Enjoy your coffee. Hello, beautiful. A little dog, mate. Fucking hell, you get some cunts in this fucking stream, bro, don't you? You get some right fucking mongrels in this fucking joint. That's alright, mate. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, mate. You know why? Because I'm Lord fucking Dobby King, cunt, and I'm the one with the fucking views, not you. I'm the one with the fucking channel. I'm the cunt that fucking people tune into, not fucking you. They don't give a flying rat's ass what your opinion is in here. They only matter what my opinion is, because I am Lord fucking Dobby. And nothing will fucking change that, brother. That's what I woke up to this week. You know, they can say whatever the fuck they want to me, mate. It's my channel. It's my channel. It ain't fucking yours, brother. When I walk down the street, face they recognise, not yours. When I'm walking down the street, it's me they ask for an autograph, not fucking you. So, I am the Lord Dobby King, brother. And nothing can take that from me. My channel, nothing can take that from me. Nothing will take my memories from me. Nothing will take my voice from me. Because I know I have no fucking chance, mate. None at all. So if you think I'm going to be quiet for the fucking next 10 years, you're fucking wrong. I will make sure my daughter fucking knows, mate. When she gets older, she's going to know exactly what the fuck's going on, mate. Because it's going to be in my videos, you know? It'll be in my videos, mate. So no, man, this is what I do. I express myself. I come online, I express myself. I get rid of my shit, you might call it. You know, if that's what you want to, you know. And then I can go get offline and I don't think about it all day. You know, I concentrate on my arts. I concentrate on my moulds. I have something to eat, which is a couple of bread rolls and a fucking meat pie, and that's my day. Yeah, that's my day. I just live in peace. I don't have this stress around me anymore. I don't have that negative vibe that I had to live with before, mate. You've got no idea how fucking disheartening it was, mate. Every single day, waking up to this negative fucking shit that you have to deal with from this person. It's just negativity every day. And it really is. And the person would work out how to really get underneath your skin. You know, how do I really fucking, you know? And that's withholding love, withholding, alienating your fucking parent, alienating of affection. All of that really kills your soul inside as a man. And all of that is given to somebody else now. It's all given to somebody else freely, okay? Freely. They don't have to marry them, mate. They don't have to marry them, bro. And they get more action that you did, and you were fucking married to the person. That's fucking laughable, bro. So obviously, you know, it was hate. I was hated from the beginning. I was absolutely hated from the beginning. You know, from the start of it, mate, all the way when I got moved into the spare. You thought I was fucking stupid? Who in the fuck marries somebody and then says to them, oh no, I can't stay with you, I can't sleep with you, you'll have to sleep in the spare room, and they don't touch you for an entire fucking month? They don't can you imagine you marry somebody and they don't touch you for an entire fucking month? They don't come anywhere near you. They don't talk to you after you marry them. They just ignore you. Okay? And you're in a foreign fucking country, man. You're in the middle of fucking China, bro. You're in the middle of China and you're being fucking ignored. Why do you think all of my videos are of me just walking around on my own in China? Why? Because of that. I'm not going to sit at home every fucking day waiting for the plane to leave in a month's time, and this person's fucking ignoring me, who I've just gotten married to. Married? Fucking hell, man. The person that I married yesterday is not the person that wakes up today. It's an entirely different person. Like, the flip of the script, mate, is incredible. Like, show you one thing, sell you a product of one thing, and then when you actually receive the product, it's an entirely different fucking product. You know? I feel bamboozled, bro. You know, tricked, bamboozled, rah. I don't know. I just really regret, you know, not having the chance of being a father and a husband and having a family and all that kind of thing. You know, and I welcome their family to stay. I welcome the parent to come over and stay. And that's a fucking mistake. You know, for some reason this parent comes over, right? They spend all this fucking money doing whatever they're doing. I don't fucking know. You know, I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not in charge of whatever they're doing. And at the end of their holiday, they look at me and go, they want to be reimbursed. You know, oh, my mum spent, you know, $5,000 while she was here and she wants the $5,000 back. So she wants me to pay for a fucking holiday. Like, you got to be kidding me, right? No, I'm not kidding you. So now we've got the shits. They've both got the fucking shits with me because I haven't got a fucking $5,000 to give her. You know, I'm the one at home with Echo every day. Remember that? Bunch of fucking women, mate. They'll hold a family meeting, right? So you're sitting there and, you know, I've got a new job offer and I'd really like to take this job offer, but one of us has to be home for Echo. So why don't you stay home for Echo and I'll go and do my job and we'll do better in life. That sounds like a great idea, right? It sounds like a partnership, right? You know? No, mate. Worst mistake you could ever make. Once they start earning money and you don't, you become the lesser of the two, mate. You know, because when they earn money, they're special. They're special, okay? When you earn money, it's just normal. It's just normal, you know? You know what I mean? And your money is our money. Her money is her money. So she does not like to spend any of her money at all. Not a fucking dime. And I got really pissed off and hurt one day because I'm the one that's got to take my daughter every day and I had no money. I couldn't go to the pool. I couldn't go to the fucking, just take her down to the milk bar or whatever. I had no money. So here I am stealing fucking money out of my wife's wallet. You know, and I go to the wallet and it's just full of 50s, man. It's full of fucking 50s. And I'm thinking to myself, where do you get all this fucking money from? Like, where? You know, no job pays you like cash. So where did all this you got like $1,000. You got like $1,000 sitting in your wallet, you know? So no, man, there was a lot of fucking red flags. Just a ton of red flags. And you never get to spend the night with the person. You never get to spend a mate. You never get to actually sleep with your own wife. I've heard that that's offensive now. I've heard that, you know, that's abuse. If you expect to actually sleep with your wife, it's called abuse. You're abusing her, okay? Because you actually expect to actually spend the night with your actual wife. No, God forbid. Who do you think you are? That's abuse, okay? You're sexually abusing her. You're a deviant. I'm a deviant because I want to sleep with my wife? How does that make sense to you, man? That's what I said to the guy. How does that make sense to you, man? Does that actually make sense to you because you're a professional and you're well trained? Do you sleep in the spare room at home? That's what I said to the guy. Do you sleep in the spare room? He's gone, no. I said, well, how can you have judgment on someone that does? How can you have judgment on someone that's put into a spare room? Okay? You don't. You don't. It just seems all normal to you. Because men are low, man. Men are on the last peg of the fucking, of the ladder. And I really feel that. I really, really understand that it's just the truth. You know, it's just the fucking truth, bro. In Australia, men have no chance in family law court. Absolutely none. Nothing that she doesn't obey the court order. Did not mention a single thing. Okay? It just hurts, man. It just really crushes you inside. You know? I got a little daughter, mate, that hasn't seen her fucking dad. And apparently that's acceptable in today's society, in Australia, family law court nowadays. And I find it horrible. I really do. Because those same people get to go home to their children. They've never missed a single night with their children, but they'll gladly tell you that you'll never see yours again, you know? So no, mate, I got to have something to occupy the brain with, bro. So I'm glad that I just do my masks, do my moulding and casting, and try and create fucking shit that I can sell, and just try and be a positive, you know, role. Because, you know, I've got two older daughters. So, Like, I don't want them to think that Dad's crazy or anything like that, okay? I'm just fighting for their sister. And every time I speak to my daughters, man, they ask me about my fucking daughter. They ask me about their sister. How's Echo going? How's the case going? You know, I mean, how disgusting that my daughters have never met their fucking sister. How disgusting is that? That's fucking horrid. You know, she has got nieces and nephews, uncles and aunties, my side of the family, that she has never met. And how is that acceptable? How? You know, it's okay for her to have Chinese fucking relatives in her life. It's okay for fucking the Chinese to come over and visit and all the rest of it. But my family, no. My family, no, okay? So no, man, I find it really hurtful that this is our system that we live under. And this person knows they know all the rules, man. They know how to play the system. They know exactly what to say in the courts. They know how to lie, mate. They just fucking lie. They lie. Family law court is the only fucking court where lying is encouraged. It's encouraged, okay? Because there is no accountability. There is no fucking... There's none. Even if she gets caught out with her words, they don't hold her accountable. She can just come out with another fucking bullshit words. She can just say whatever the fuck she wants. You have no chance, gentlemen. It's like battering your head against a wall. And at the start of it, when you start on your journey, you'll see a tunnel, and you think there's a light at the end of the tunnel, right? And the fucking light, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's in our imagination. It's in our hope. We're living in hope that'll fucking work out. We're living in hope that we'll see our daughter again. Are you fucking joking yourself? And even if you do see her, what is it going to be, a 1 hour visit? It's going to be a 1 hour visit and then 6 months before you see her again? You know, like this woman calls me, bro. She fucking calls me. The court doesn't even give a fuck. She calls me, man. You know? She puts my daughter on the phone and I say, hello, darling, I love you, Daddy loves you. And then my daughter says, hello, Dad. And then she takes the phone off her. She takes the phone off her daughter so that I can't speak to her. So how in the fuck is that fair? How? You know, and then I'll try and call back and I get told, oh no, you can't call me without a lawyer. How dare you call my house? Only a lawyer can talk to me. Okay, I said, but you just called me. Yeah, that's okay. I'm allowed to call you, but you're not allowed to call me. Okay? Because I'm special. You know, there's no fucking law, mate. It's not... I've got court orders, brother. You know, video calls, voice calls. I'm supposed to have all of that. I am supposed to have contact with my daughter. I'm supposed to have a phone app downloaded where I could send questions about school holidays and Christmas, and it's part of the court fucking system, mate. She can ignore the messages all she wants, but it's part of the court system. And when I go back to the fucking judge and I show, look, I've asked heaps of times and I'm ignored, right? It gives me more power in the court. So she doesn't fill out the court. She doesn't download the app because she knows, right? She knows, bro. And they're able just to ignore the whole order. The entire court order is ignored. Everything. So you've paid $38,000. You've wasted fucking 2 years of your life in court fighting to get this paperwork. And as soon as you get the paperwork, it's valueless. It means nothing. It's just a bunch of words written on a piece of paper. And the only one that has to obey it is you. You have to obey it. But the other side does not have to obey anything at all. Nothing. Anyway, that's my fucking thing for today. Yeah, I woke up in a miserable fucking mood, mate. Miserable. Other than doing my mask, it's the only thing keeping me sane. You know? Melbourne Sports Cards, how are you, man? It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbour. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbour? I gotta go to work, man. I've got these two ready to fucking rock. I've got another Corey there ready to paint. So I'm just gonna do the castings. I've got fucking moulds somewhere. Here they are. Here's all my moulds, mate. So I'll just keep pumping the moulds, man. Keep pumping the moulds. Later on, we'll go and get some belts for the masks. I need belts for the Corey, bro. I need belts for him. Fucking, it's a bit bright, man, sorry. Yeah, he's done. Just needs a belt. And I pulled him out of the thing last night. I've left the mouth piece in this time, whereas this one's got it cut out. Okay, so I left the mouthpiece in, redone the eyelashes, so they're different. They're different on both sides. So he's ready to paint. He's ready to paint. Oh, I want him finished by the end of the day. I want this Corey finished. Clown's ready to rock and roll. He's ready to go. I just leave him on there. I like looking at him a little bit. I like looking at him, mate. He's not a bad looking mask, so I don't mind looking at him, right? And that's it, mate. That's all I've got. I did those 3 plus the 2 that I mailed this morning for this week. We've got 5 done this week. We've got 5 masks made this week. The hardest thing is getting your raws done, okay? Just making the raw mask. It takes time to do it all. Anyway, enjoy your day. Stay out of trouble. Send us a like. Put a like on the channel. I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm sick of fucking begging you people, sick of asking you people, sick of fucking telling you that, you can't even watch. You skip through fucking everything. You don't need to leave a like on anything. You don't support my channel in any way. So I don't give a fuck about you no more. Enjoy your fucking day, viewer, and take it easy. And I bless you and your family. And I hope you have someone in your life that loves you. And take care, because I love you. Everybody loves you. You're just so fucking special, okay? You're just a great, great person inside, okay? There's your fucking... There it is right there, brother. Here, we'll take a fucking picture of it for you. There you go. There it is right there for you, brother, okay? There you go. It's a beautiful day in the neighbourhood, man. Fucking then, fuck getting married. Don't get married. Don't marry them. Do not marry them. Do not move them in. Do not believe when the person says how much they love you. I love you, Charlie. You're such a great guy. You're such a good husband. I love you so much. It's all fucking bullshit. It is absolute lies and fucking bullshit, because the whole time they'll be planning your exit. They'll be planning how to get rid of you. They'll be planning how to take everything that you fucking own off you. So be very fucking careful, mate, because the shag you're going to get is not worth the shag you're going to get. Okay, the fuck you think you're going to get from the person is not worth the fuck that she's going to fucking give you in the end. Okay, because she's going to take the fucking lot from you. And that's all that matters to them, man, is fucking your property and your money. And, they'll walk out going, oh, he's so bad, he's so bad. The bitch walks away with an $800,000 fucking home and sits there fucking complaining how bad it is, how bad of a person he was and how bad he was of a husband and rah. But they'll take your property from you. They'll take your land from you. Don't worry about that, bro. They'll increase their wealth by several $100,000 and go and retire to a fucking foreign country and take your children with you. And they'll have your children go to school in a fucking foreign country, mate. And they don't even think about it. So no, man, it's incredibly hurtful. I have not seen my daughter in all of this time, man. It does my fucking head in. Anyway, have a good day. Take it easy. And, don't believe in the world, because the world fucking hates you. And if you're a man, mate, you got no chance in family law court. Absolutely fucking none. None. And it'll cost you 40 grand. Okay? It'll cost you more than you realise. Anyway, Lord Dobby King is who I am. Take it easy. Give us a follow. Give us a like. It doesn't really matter at this point. Have a good day. Catch you later, boys.